Hello everybody, my name is Jeff and welcome to DataJelly. In this video, I'm going to try to explain what we do. I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to onboard a new domain, and I'll walk you through some of the features if I can talk properly. Thank you. So, DataJelly. The easiest way to think about us is we are a micro mini version of Cloudflare built from the ground up for vibe coded AI websites. And these are SPA style, JavaScript heavy sites. And so we provide a set of SEO, we provide a set of security recommendations, but more importantly, we provide the SSR out of the box. So if you're in Lovable and you're building some awesome AI site or some other crazy cool tool, and you want to stay in Lovable, but you want to get SSR, DataJelly turns it on for you. And best of all, there are no code changes. You don't have to tell Lovable or your AI tool to do anything. We do it in the background with a few DNS changes. Very simple. So I want to show you an example of the DataJelly network in action. So I'm going to come up here to bot test at datajelly.com, and I'm going to type in DataJelly as the website, the URL that I want to test. Now bot mode is off, and so this is going to send a request to DataJelly, which is a Lovable built site. This is an AI SPA vibe coded site. And as you can see, the word count is really low. It's small because we're only sending back a tiny portion of the HTML because as the bot, it can't render everything. And so you can see some really basic HTML, even though the website's really big. I'm now going to turn bot mode on. DataJelly.com is hosted on our services, which means with bot mode on, the edge network is going to see that I'm a bot and is going to respond with full content. So I'm going to run the bot check as a bot. And now you see the word content completely changed. You see that we get the full HTML of our homepage sent back down to the client. And we also do a little bit of SEO and security analysis on the site. So this is an easy way for you to see that the bot network, the DataJelly bot network, is detecting the bot and responding with a full response. We have a lot of different test websites we've built. So for example, we can do chickens as a service. Without bot mode, again, you're getting just the vibe word count, just the minimal amount of HTML that a normal SPA website would respond with. But with bot mode, the bot gets the full website and I can see everything as normal. And again, with the SEO and security analysis. So that is how the Edge network works. When you've onboarded your domain to DataJelly, our Edge network sees the bot, responds with the full content. Pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you how to actually get on datajelly.com. So this is how you onboard your domain. So this is the dashboard. As you can see, I already have several domains. These are all test domains that we've built with Bolt and Lovable and other sites. We have this one, checkthestats.com, which has already started the onboarding process. So what you can see here is we've added the site, we've gone through some steps, and now we're to the name server change. Onboarding a website to DataJelly, there requires two steps from you. The first is a DNS entry change, and the second is a name server change. And we're going to start that off right now. So I'm going to come up to domains. I'm going to add a brand new domain. The website I just got done coding on Lovable is called brandview.ai. This is just one of our test sites. I'm going to check availability. We're going to go through some background checks and checks hosting and whatnot. It's ready to go. I'm going to add the domain. And now you're going to see it's pending. So brand view, if I come in and track progress, brand view, the very first step, it's asking me to verify that I do own this site. So this is a little text record. So I'm going to grab this value and I'm going to come set this text record. Now you do this in whatever DNS host you have. I happen to use Namecheap. It could be GoDaddy or any other place. And then I come in here with that code and paste it. So this, I've created a text record because the test site had done it before, and I've now entered that code. So now what's happening in the background is the DataJelly Edge network is looking for that DNS code. The DNS provider propagates that code, so this could take anywhere from 5 minutes to several hours. Typically, we see it within 10 or 15 minutes. And so it's just going to monitor. And once it sees that you own the domain, you'll be in the same mode as check the stats. So check the stats, I've added it earlier, and so now it's asking for the domain change. So we're going to come to the second step in onboarding. So this is check the stats. Again, it's just on Namecheap. And now I'm going to change the name server. So I'm going to just cut and paste these values and set them. And that's it. So as a user, I've done both domain changes. So for brand view, I've set the text record. When it sees the text record, it will ask me to do the name check. And then for check the stats, I'd previously done it, and now I've added the name check. So let's come back over to our dashboard, and let's start walking through some of the features just very quickly, just give you a high-level view. So these are the bots that I have on, these are the domains I have on the system. And these are the onboarding status. And if you see the bot traffic, so yes, that means our edge network is actively looking for bot traffic. And if it sees bots go into these sites, it will respond with the full snapshot. Let's go take a look at the snapshots. The snapshots are what we send down to the bot. So as you can see, these are the latest snapshots. They're running all today. We run snapshots periodically in the background. So for DataJelly, like for Chicken as a service, for example, if we come in here and we look at the snapshot data, this is what the bot is going to get. It's going to get the full HTML. We capture an image just for the humans, just for you. So you can come and see what the fully rendered page looks like. But we're sending to the bot the HTML, the JavaScript, the headers, everything in the content. And again, there's some data in here for SEO and security issues. Now for testing and demo, we've actually added these to the code. So we've asked Lovable and Bolt to explicitly add some security and SEO's issues for our systems to find. So still continuing on the snapshot data. As a domain owner, I can see this data all rolled up if I want to. So these are the security analysis per page. So these are things that we found in the client data, the things that are sent down to the browser. As the website owner, you come in and look at these. Go talk to your engineering team, go talk to Lovable, and start thinking about fixing some of these. We also bubble up SEO opportunities or issues based on industry best practices. So for example, in Chicken Says, you can see I don't have a no script fallback, multiple tags, etc. And again, I can roll these up per domain and come and deep dive through these. Now, we take this a step further. So we've snapshotted your site, we've collected all this awesome data, and now we want to enrich that data. And so one of the first areas that we've done is competitive research. So for all of my websites that I've onboarded, we come in here and we look at the competitors. So for a third party, it thinks that I'm going to compete with BitSite, Risk Recon, Security Scorecard, etc. For Chicken Says, Omelet.us, Rent the Chicken, etc. And so as you can see, it's identified a set of competitors, Asana, Monday, etc., their strengths, their weaknesses, and some strategy ideas for you on how to compete with them. So the competitive research will change as your website changes. But this is a good idea of who am I competing with, even if I don't know who I'm competing with, and some general ideas of how to start addressing those. We provide meta tags. So these are the missing meta tags on the systems that we think you should go add. Again, this is all based on the snapshot data. This is all based on the type of data sent down to the clients, which means what the bot will see. SEO issues, again, based on industry best practices. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is conversion tips. So these are actually, again, broken down per domain. These are actually a set of action items that we think you can go do to drive revenue. So these are suggestions like provide a free trial, incorporate live chat, etc. And these are dynamic. They change with every snapshot. They change as your website changes. And so as you're evolving your site, you want to come back here to see what can you add to drive revenue, what can you add to attract more users. Landing pages is really cool. So per domain, what we do is we look through everything that's in the content, how you're describing the content, and we suggest some new landing pages. So We explain why we think you should add this new page, which is new content for your users and the bots. And what we do is provide the instructions in an AI prompt. So the goal is you can take this, you can cut and paste it into your Vibe tool, and bam, you got some new contents for the bots to eat up. So this is really feeding more content into your system from an outside perspective. The next part, very quickly, is GitHub. So we do support GitHub integrations, and we'll not only scan what the client sees, that's the snapshot data, but we'll also scan the code. And we support a poly repo and a mono repo strategy. So for DataJelly.com, for example, it doesn't have a backend. It is a straight front website built in Lovable. It's in here somewhere. I'm going to come find it. Where is it? There we go, the home page, and I'm going to bind the front end repo. Now, if I don't have a back end repo, I don't need to bind anything. But if I do, so for example, let's pretend the dashboard is the back end repo. I can come into the dashboard, and now I've set my back end repo. So if you take a Lovable site or an AI built Vibe site, and you do add Next.js or a backend to it, we can scan it, we can support it, all out of the box, no problem. Now, once we've scanned it, let's go look at the results. So again, this is broken down by domain. So these are the tools that we're using. These are the domains that we've scanned. You notice DataJelly isn't in here yet because I just set it. So it's scanning it in the background right now. And these are all the repos. So I'm concerned about leaks in my Lovable sites. And so I'm going to come in and click on Get Leaks. We have a security process where we layer on sort of industry standard open source community based scanners. We have 5 or 6 in the model today, and we'll keep adding them into the future. So for Get Leaks, for example, it's telling me that these are the top findings. We found a JOT token. If I want to deep dive into it, on the DataJelly homepage, what it's saying is we found a JOT token that in this case Lovable set an environment file, and it thinks it's a leak. And so as a website owner, I can now, even though I never said leak a JOT or set a JOT to Lovable, I can now come in here and find it and then take immediate action. Now, this may be some false positives. Sometimes those tokens are just placeholders and whatnot, but as a website owner, it gives me actionable data to protect my customers and my business. You can also come in here and see how often we're scanning in the background. So we scan on every single check-in. And so as you can imagine, lots of results, lots of scans, and they're all here for you to come in and look at. We also provide a set of tools. So for example, the bot check tool, provide it here, settings, etc. So that is a very quick overview of DataJelly.com. I hope you come check it out. I hope you onboard. If we can help at all, please reach out to us and have a great day. Thank you.